Hey guys, we are live. We are the local neighborhood experts. I'm Sharon and this is Kyle, and we love everything coffee, and we like to talk about coffee as well as highlight the local eateries and spotlight local events. So we are here in studio, aka Kyle's house.
In studio. She hit me with that one.
And today we are trying Kyle's very own cold brew. Now this is not iced coffee. This is cold brew.
Yes.
Yes.
I love cold brew. Okay? And real fast distinction. Cold brew is, how did I explain it to you before? Cold brew is you take the grounds and you put them in. I have like a contraption over there that I bought it off Amazon. Thank you, Jeff. It comes here and you put the grounds in a cylinder. And then you close it up and you submerge it in water. And it's at least 24 hours. It sits there.
It's almost like when you brew the oats from them, and people have the the
you were
steel
just
oats.
talking to me about You were just talking to me about almond milk. You have to soak the almonds.
You have to soak it, right?
Yes. So what I was saying to Sharon is you're asking permission for the flavor of the bean to come out instead of pouring scalding hot water over it and being like, you have to be coffee right now.
Right.
And
I liked it. When I first drank it, it's a little bitter, but it's not bad bitter. It's coffee, so it has it's that coffee taste to it. And then I added the milk and the sugar and a little bit because I don't like to add a lot of it, and it was amazing. So and then I think adding the milk and sugar gave it permission to get sweeter. The bean got a little bit sweeter, so then it didn't have that bitter taste to it. And it's great. It's a great cup of coffee, and it's good because like a day like today when it's hot. Like, you could drink this.
You mean no rain? No,
No rain, and it's just warm outside. So this is perfect, because usually when you drink hot coffee, obviously you're hot afterwards. But I could drink this and feel good, and and it still can give me that jolt that I need.
This has more caffeine.
Yeah, this is good.
Cold brew leaches more caffeine than what you're going to get in your pour over, because think about it, you're exposing the bean to the water for longer. So it's just naturally going to sit out there and leach, and it is perfect. And so the bitterness, here's the thing, if you're going to make cold brew, all you need is something to keep the grinds from getting into your, from the water, right? You don't want to mix them. You want them to, meld, but you don't want to drink grinds. This was a darker bean. So if you buy more of a medium roast, or I don't even know if there's anything under medium. But
this tastes like a darker bean. I could taste that.
Yes.
Yeah, it's definitely that.
In that first bit, it's like, oh, okay, there's that. However, there's that flavor on the end of it.
Right, so it's not an overpowered darker bean. Like, it's not just giving you the jolt. It's also giving you a really nice, smooth taste, which is, you don't get that a lot of times. This is really smooth. I like it. And it doesn't have, and the taste is almost like light. Yeah. Right? It has a light taste. It's not like a dense. It's not dense at all. It's really light.
I say this to people all the time, and they don't believe me. When I found cold brew, I found cold brew from Starbucks, and I thought it was, like you said before, this is not iced coffee.
Yeah, it's not.
So iced coffee is hot brewed coffee, and then they chill it. So it's still the same. It's still the same, like you're showering with scalding hot water, brewing it, and then chilling it. This is cold its entire life. So it has that flavor where you taste what the bean is like. Yeah. I tell people it tastes chocolately.
Yeah, it does have a chocolately taste to it. I thought maybe you put some chocolate milk in there.
I sure did not.
Yeah, but it had like a taste, even like.
Well, I did put chocolate milk
in yours, right?
There.
But I know. But then I thought it had like a nutmeggy flavor or some kind of cinnamon. No, it had like a note of that, but it wasn't. It just.
I wanted to make this for you today, just the way that the bean is.
It's good.
What I personally do. You've had my hot coffee.
Your hot coffee, yeah.
I do. I put
all that stuff in it. Yeah.
I put good stuff in it.
Yeah, he does. He puts a lot of good stuff in it. Oh, hey, Michelle, how you doing?
Hey, hello. Thank you so much for always checking in.
Yeah.
We got. You know what? Can we say that? We got to do better.
If
people are in the chat.
Yes.
Keep waving at us. Keep saying something. Be like, hey, say my name. Say my name.
Yeah, say my name. Say my name. I will say it.
It's good to be here.
Yeah, it definitely is. So we are in Bayville, just so you know, and I'm going to just tell you a little bit about Bayville. Bayville is located in Berkeley Township, which is located in Ocean County. And a fun fact about Bayville, it is the home of the majority of Double Trouble State Park, and Ocean Spray manages a cranberry bog in there. Isn't that crazy?
Okay.
Yeah, so that's a little fun fact. Let me tell you a little bit about housing prices. It's very affordable to live here in Bayville. The houses start from low 300,000s to $1 million plus. So if you're first-time home buyer, if you are a young person moving in, a single person, family, young family, regular family, empty nesters, whoever, it's a really affordable. Bayville has a place for you, and I can help you find that home. And of course, equally important, various financing options, pathways. You can ask Kyle. He will help you through all of that. There's so many different products you can get in terms of the financial realm. He's here to help you. He's the funder. So again, Sharon the finder and Kyle the funder.
Finding and funding. I love that.
Isn't that great?
I like how you weave that in there.
Oh yeah. So we are in Bayville, New Jersey, guys. This is the home. This is where Kyle lives, and it's like 10 minutes from my house.
I love this place, and I love everything about anybody who's looking to come live here. Yeah. And thank you in advance for everybody you help bring this way.
Oh yeah, I love it here.
I love calling this home. So we're in Bayville, and we talk local, right? We're your local neighborhood experts. Got to give you a local highlight, okay? A local spotlight. We were contacted by Utterly Delicious.
Yeah, they emailed us and they wanted to, I guess, to do something with us, do some kind of shout out, some kind of collaboration with us, and they sent us milk to try, and actually put the milk in our coffee today. And I have to say, it's really good.
It's outstanding.
And it's not just milk. Kyle could tell you more about it.
We spoke with Robin, right? Robin Milling, and she told us about Utterly Delicious and how this has been, a family-run business, and they work with a very nice family-run farm. And I'm looking it up while we're on the phone. Yeah. It's not just milk. Yes. It is produce. Yeah, meats. Eggs, meats, your vegetables, your fruits. Yeah. They really do farm to table stuff. And I mean, it's local. This was delivered. They say it's in a glass container. So they say put out. And it's delivered by a milkman. Yeah. So a milkman came to Kyle's house and actually put it in a cooler. Yep. So, and the packaging is amazing. And it's good. Yeah. It's good. All right. We have to say this. I don't really drink a lot of milk anymore. Abigail has a little dairy allergy. Okay. So we've been so used to almond milk. However, drinking this, I feel just like a kid. It is so nostalgic. Yeah. If you are drinking milk, get it from a local farm. Well, it's local. It's delivered local. Yes. Their farm is in Saratoga. It's upstate New York, but they deliver down here. They're starting their delivery service in the surrounding areas of Tom River. So they deliver to you. So it's all over down here. But it's a really good tasting milk, and I have to say, you could give it a try. Utterly Delicious, and I also put their chocolate milk in this coffee. Oh my God! I mean, it's chocolate milk, right? If you've had chocolate milk, then their chocolate milk. It is so good. It is so rich. And again, if you're gonna get, you're getting milk delivered, so you give yourself a little treat, right? I will always take that. I will always take that chocolate milk. Yeah, the chocolate milk was great. I definitely approve it. I mean, it was really good tasting. The regular milk was good. So, and again, it's the glass jar. It's not in the plastic container like this. So you have that, their quality, the quality care, and you could tell the packaging is just beautiful. Yes, so. and that's the thing is that they are, this is a family-run company, so they don't have to work with just anybody. Right. They work with this farm because they love how they treat their cows. They love how they treat their staff. They love the feedback, most importantly, that they get from the people who are using and consuming their goods. And wait, one more thing. I just want you guys to know we're not getting paid for this. We are just they just sent it to us. We tried it. We liked it, and that's it. We thought that you guys should know what we know. So this is just our opinion, but but I want you to know we're not getting dollars for it. So this is our opinion. And that the reason why we kind of started this is because we wanted to find good local coffee, good local people, good local communities and stories. I didn't know this was here. Yeah. So if we hadn't have done this, she wouldn't have reached out, and we would have known, like, oh my God, you can get this delivered to. Some people don't go to the store. Right. If you don't want to go to the store, this is an option where you could try them.
Right.
I'm going to try their food.
Because she said she posted on like over 500 Facebook group sites. So they're established.
Yeah.
I've never heard of them, but like you said, when she reached out to us, I was like, okay, we looked on the website like you did. And I was like, wow, they're really established. And it's really good tasting. So good tasting product. Try Ugly Delicious Milk. Friend, was it King Farm? No.
King Brothers. King Brothers Farms.
Yeah.
King Brother Dairy Farms.
Yeah.
They're good. She was really nice. Yeah. And I am enjoying this in my coffee.
Yeah, this is good.
I'm glad you like it too.
Yeah, I do I like the cold brew, and I do like Ugly Delicious. It's like a bam bam. But I tried everything separately though.
Yes.
I did try everything separately, and they all tasted really great separately, and then added together, it's just like a party in my mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Really
that
good.
makes a good cup of coffee. Yeah. I definitely cheated and put chocolate milk, and this is delicious.
Mm-hmm. All right, so talk about your Wildwood. So
I was in Wildwood this weekend at the convention center for a wedding expo.
You know what's so funny when you said that? I didn't think that's something that you would do. Like, I mean,
I didn't think so. I didn't think so either.
Oh, okay.
So that was something that I didn't know about when I got into my my business and my professional side. And I was invited by my branch manager, shout out Mark Ramos, and he said, we do wedding shows. Like right as I started, and I was like, a wedding show? Right. Why would we? You would be surprised how many people came up to us just at the table and they looked and they were like, why is a mortgage company at a wedding expo? Right. Now I had a response for them. In the beginning, when I was told about it, I had the same reaction. Like, why would we go there? Right. You think about it. People are merging households. Yeah. Right. Maybe two people are getting married. They both have homes. They'll sell one. They're moving together. It makes sense. Parents use the equity in their home to pay for their kids' weddings. Right. So that's a way you give a gift. Now that I understand this, we were warmly received by everybody there. Good. Yeah, the guy who runs the event, Joe, I'm blanking on his last name, him and Mark get along famously, and he loves putting on a good event for these young couples or people getting married. People getting married. Yeah. Thank you for covering me. No. What do we call people who are getting married? Oh no, we call them people who are getting married. So that's what he cares about. And you see the concern in there. A lot of 2026s. Oh, okay. And that's what I love about being in that room. Maybe you know me. Right. I thrive in that room. Oh, yeah. Give me the opportunity to talk to people. Yeah. We're going to be okay. Yeah. I'm going to be just fine. He's a people person. He just loves to talk. And it's like you'll start talking about tomatoes, and then all of a sudden you're getting back into his profession, which is funny because he makes sense. He makes sense. You're like, okay, maybe I do need to take out a loan from my house. Sounds like something I need to do right now. Wow, it's this weird feeling. I need to fill out a credit application. Wow. Yeah, he definitely gives you that nice, warm feeling, and he's really down to earth. So, yeah, Kyle, I have to say, talking to you is definitely relaxing. It is. Thank you. Yeah, it is. Okay. Oh, thank you. To you. Mm-hmm. So, we were in this room. And there was a lot of excited couples who were coming in there, and DJs, flowers, cakes. That makes sense. See, that's what I would think about when I think about weddings. I'm thinking about those, that profession. Yep. But it was good that you were able to get in there. Travel agents, right? What are you going to do for your honeymoon? That's true. Do you want to do a destination wedding? Spoke to a couple people at a destination wedding. Okay. Yeah. And I was telling you about this. Everybody was very nice. Okay. Everybody was very nice. Except? There are some people who just don't ever want to speak to any of the financial professions because there is insurance. Okay, you're getting married, right? What are you going to do to now insure the home or insure your relationship, insure anything? There's financial planning. You guys are now going from one unit or two separate units to one unit. Legally, what does it look like? What are you guys going to do to prepare? And then mortgage. People just think like we're sleazy salesmen, and it's... No, you know what it is? I don't think people really think about it until you really explain it. Yes. Then I think that's what it is. And I'm like, why am I going to talk to this guy? What is he going to say that's going to make me want to sit here and listen to what he has to say? Yes. But then when you talk, you're like, oh, wait a second, that makes sense. So I think that's what it is. Yes. You have to give people the opportunity. At least give them the opportunity to speak. Yes. But some people don't even want to do that. There was one woman who she loves her daughter, okay, is very happy that she's getting married. I tried to introduce myself, and she's, no, we don't want it. No. Well, can I give, no, sign this, please.
Michael, with the Marco Polo, no.
Yeah. Oh. I plead the fifth. Yeah, she wanted no part of it. That was the only interaction where, to your point, you don't know what opportunities somebody may have for you or may offer you if you don't give them the platform to introduce themselves and see what they can. Right?
And it's true because people always say, don't judge a book by its cover, but people do. Sometimes people are like, well, they already have the preconceived notions about what someone's going to say, so they just want to shut it down before they even get a chance to say it. Yeah. But sometimes when you go to these expos and you go to these vendor run events, you need to just go around. Not need to, but it's just good to. I'm not going to force it down your throat, but it's good to just go around and talk to everyone. And even just I do when I go to these.
I was just going to say, you would just have one.
Yeah, we have to go to these all the time in our professional lives. And it's just great to just have it, even if it's someone that does the same exact thing that you do. It's great because you can pick up on different things, even the way how they display their tables, the way how they speak about things. Sometimes people speak with such vigor about their profession, and you're like, you know what, I want to catch some of that.
I love that.
Yeah, so it's good. I love that. So I'm always growing. I love to say I'm always growing and learning. And sometimes I love to go into different places and learn from someone that does something exactly like me. And even if they don't do something exactly like me, just to learn. So I don't know. People are just, I guess they need to just really reframe the way they think about things.
I would say that there's a benefit to it.
Yeah.
It's very easy to be afraid of somebody that does something similar to you. Oh, they're my competition.
Yeah.
Are they?
Right.
They have their own friends, their own family, their own circle. So we live in the same area. That's the only thing. We all know different people, though.
That's true.
And I think there's a lot more people out there. I love that you said that. Because you do go. You just went to a vendor show. You bought something.
Yeah.
You have to see where people are at. You have to see what they're offering.
Yes.
And listen, not everything that glitters is gold.
No, it's true.
However, you don't know until you walk in the door, which is, again, the same thing we're doing.
It's
Who's
true.
serving up good coffee?
Right.
Who's serving up good food? Who's giving back to their community? Who's invested in their local events? And
you're going to move down here, or you live down here already, and maybe these are places that you haven't gone to, or you didn't even think about going to. We love the fact that we could showcase these local coffee places and just really give them back to you. So there's a great place in Bayville, Barnegat. You'll know LBI. You'll know Toms River.
You'll want to get that monster mashed burrito from Revolutionary Lounge and Cafe.
And I can't forget Beachwood. That's where I'm living now. So yes, shout out to Beachwood. But going back a little bit to saying what we were talking about in just carrying over, we were just talking about this. When I go to these networking events, I usually dread going because I do. I'm like, I don't even want to make the sound. But I dread. Sometimes I do. I'm like, okay, I could do this, but then others are like, okay, now it's like a cold room, and you have to go in and you don't know anyone. Those are the ones I really hate. When I see there, when I walk in, I see Chrissy, or if I see you, or I see Matthew, or I see people that I know, that I'm like kind of gravitating. I'm like, I feel better. But then when you go in, and you don't know anyone. You're like, okay. Then you have to say, hey, how you doing? I'm blah blah blah.
When you came to On God's Broker, right? Like that was, the house he had.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
See, On God, like that's you look for a face in the crowd.
Yes.
A cold crowd.
Oh, that's the worst. I think that's the worst for me. But then you do have to push through. You can't go around it. You have to go through it. And then you just have to just say, hey, how you doing? I'm blah, blah, blah. And then you start going into your personality, and then your professionalism kicks in, and then you're fine. Yeah.
And that's, you have a base to stand on. You have a foundation. You belong in those rooms.
Right.
And they recognize that.
Yeah. But it's just the cold part of it. You're like, it's almost like a cold read. You're like reading it. You're like, oh. You're like, okay.
Can you read with a little more emotion?
Yeah, then you have to say, okay, let me read this again. But then, the cold read is the worst. So there's that.
Hey, listen, that was a great seg. Speaking of cold reads, if you want to get to know people in a room, in a safe room, your Greater Toms River Chamber of Commerce.
Oh yeah,
right?
They have an event. Is it this Friday?
It's this Friday.
Okay.
7. They do it early. 7:45. You're gonna feel like a winner Okay,
but it's
before
great
noon.
though because
It is.
when you have business meeting, I know we always have things that are going on in the morning because that's when I schedule my clients. It's usually around 10 o'clock. It's great to get in and out early in the morning so you get that done.
And that's Member Connect.
Yeah.
At B2 Bistro in Toms River. That's Hooper, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, on Hooper. And it's from 7:45 to 9 a.m. You're going to go in there. They serve a good cup of coffee, too.
Oh, yeah.
I've been there before. You're going to get a good cup of coffee. You're going to be a room full of like-minded individuals for 75 minutes. You're going to sit down. You're going to give a pitch.
Yeah.
And you're going to meet good people. Yeah. And you're going to be asked to join, right? If you're a small business, you're going to be asked to join.
But it's good, though.
It's a phenomenal
Yeah, we're a small business, and I've met so many people down here that I wouldn't have met.
Correct.
If I didn't belong to this organization.
I met Chrissy there for the first time.
Yeah, Chrissy. I met Chrissy. I didn't meet you there, but
nope.
But we're still members. So yeah, but we meet so many people in our industry, which is great.
It has opened the doors for people to our community that I would have never met before had we not done something like this.
So yeah, the Greater Toms River Chamber of Commerce is really good.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Oh, I wanted to say one thing. I was on Facebook today because I'm posting this show like crazy.
You're not gonna miss us. Guys.
Full disclosure, I'm on Facebook. I'm on YouTube.
She's
on
had way more coffee before you've had coffee.
Listen, I'm posting full. I'm just posting. And this woman she wrote on Facebook, and I just want to give her a shout out. I didn't get her name, but I did say to her, listen, watch our show. And, so she said she wants to meet people. She said she's been down here 8 years and she's never met anybody. Oh. I know. And I said, you watch our show and then look to see the different cafes that we go to. And maybe you can just go to a cafe and then maybe make friends that way. And then I also said, I also do an estate sale. I do estate sale. So she could come to an estate sale and then say hi to me when she comes. So, shout out to that lady I wrote on Facebook this morning.
Love it.
Yeah. It was on I think it was a Toms River group. And she was just like, I don't have any friends down here. I've been here for 8 years. And I'm like, it's hard to make friends sometimes, especially when we're older.
I agree. That was a great shout out. Yeah. It takes courage.
Oh, yeah. I know. And she was a long text. And I was like, you know what? I said, I'll be your friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or, again, you can go to that cafe.
Yeah.
You can go to most of those places that we have been.
Definitely.
The diner.
Yeah, that's a little bit intimidating.
Rev.
Yeah.
Spire.
Yeah.
El Gourmet. Cool Beans.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And they have events in Cool Beans. They have the live music.
You could go live music.
Yeah, so that woman could do that, yeah.
Yeah, you're just going to be a person just blending there. Yeah. And if you see somebody, say hi, strike up a conversation.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And I think down here is conducive to that. Like you can even, go to the grocery store and start chatting up with people online. People are very receptive. So I think you got to get out of yourself a little bit.
Sometimes. You've got to read that room.
You got to read the room.
Okay? You got to read the room.
Yeah.
Another shout out. Okay. Another shout out. Okay. Malika Mathis. This is for you. This candle is so incredible. She was one of the vendors next to me. Speaking of vendors, at the Wildwood Wedding Expo, and her husband Wyatt had an incredible table, Sharon. You know what? Shame on me for not taking a picture. Oh my God. I'm so sorry, Malika.
Oh, wait a second. Food Mixes is watching?
Who is this? Hello, Food Remixes.
Just want to give you a shout out. Make sure you guys know.
Yeah.
So we said we want to be better at that.
We do. You know what? That's right. Hey, okay. We said we're going to do that. Yeah. So, hello. If now that you're watching, you can know about Mother Nature Minerals. Okay. This table was incredible, Sharon.
But what else did she have besides coffee?
She had.
Oh, this is coffee candle, by the way.
This is a coffee candle. Okay, I'm going to show you the inside of this. These are her own little crystals. These are coffee beans. I knew the second I put my nose in this candle, I was like, I would buy this in a heartbeat. And she handed me this bag. Oh. She handed me this bag with instructions. She handed me this bag with a wax scent.
Oh, that's nice.
And she's really cool. She is very, very cool. She has so many people coming up to her.
But candles are good for weddings. But also, I like candles for like when I do open houses.
Yeah.
And then it gives you that, especially the coffee, because you don't have to actually brew a cup of coffee. You just light the candle. So I think candles can transcend into all businesses if you really think about it. So that's
great. We thought the same thing. We thought closing gifts.
Oh, yeah.
Right? As like a thank you. Like,
you.
hey, something for a close partner at the holiday times. Yeah. This is...
And it's not bad. He says $18 a candle.
Yeah, this is all homemade.
Yeah.
She makes this.
Yeah,
she gets the glass jar. Like, she's doing... It's the reason why she chose cork. It's the reason why 100% She has a little thing back here that this is 100% handmade by her. This is care.
That's good.
Right? To your point, this is a vendor. You would never know her story if you didn't walk by there.
Right.
You would just think like, oh,
Oh,
here's
so
another lady selling you
candles.
something.
Right.
Wrong.
You have to really stop and talk to people and see, the care that they put into their product, which is, it's a lot. Sometimes people, you don't know what they have until you stop and talk to them. So 2 seconds out of your time. And then you want to create moments. And this is something I really want to just to drive home a little bit. In our lives, we have to create moments and experiences. Like we're at a point now that we're getting older. Like it's not just about material things. It's just about creating that moment. How did I meet that person? Remembering how you met. So that's now you're gonna remember. I met that woman when we went to Wildwood to get at the wedding expo, and it's great that you could build on that, which is good. I think that's just good.
I like that. I like that a lot. You realize the value in somebody versus maybe just like a transaction.
Right.
Just like a quick hit, like, hey, we work together. Versus, I know that person.
Yeah.
I know what that person's going for.
Yes.
Yeah, I can sit
yeah.
down and have coffee with that person.
That's true.
We are going to have, we're going to hint at that? We're going to have a guest on here?
Yeah, so I would say in the next couple of weeks, there is a person that we both know, Chrissy Cleveland, and she's in our profession, and we want to have her as a guest with us, talking about coffee, talking about just.
She gave us 2 recommendations.
Yeah, and LBI. I know one of them you said was How You Brewing.
How You Brewing.
And then the other one, I forgot the name of the place. LBI.
I don't know the other place. Well, we're gonna get it from her.
Right.
Chrissy gave us that. Thank you, Chrissy, for letting us know. Good place to serving up good coffee with good people. And then the other one's G&M.
G&M, that's in Barnegat, and we're gonna go. So we're gonna go to those.
I've been there. Guilty. I've been there. Oh, it's so good.
With the coffee, with the food, with
G&M, coffee, food, vibe, everything.
All right, cool. On the vibe.
They have good pastry. Like, you're gonna see it. I don't want to spoil it. It's a good place.
Maybe we should start eating some pastries and some food.
Do we get something?
Maybe we could start.
Tell you what. That's a simple ask.
Yeah.
If you would like to see food or offerings or like sweet pairings, let us know. Leave a comment.
Yeah. Tell us, and I'll try something because we ate something at somewhere else that we went to, and it was really good.
We got that monster mash
burrito. That was really good.
God.
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah, I can't say enough about the food coming out of that place. We have the right to say that.
Yeah, so 3 places we're gonna go to in the next. So I don't know where we're gonna go next week, but it'll be one of the 3.
Stay tuned.
Yes.
That's
it.
Did we do it again?
Yeah, that's it, guys.
Oh my God.
Short and sweet.
Not short.
No, not short.
Not short.
But sweet.
Because you guys are the best. And hey, thank you everybody that shows up every single week. Thank you, co-host.
Yes, thank you. All right, guys. See you next week.
Bye, guys.